Hello and welcome coders to the Sky Coding. This is the ETL day 2, and in this session we will perform automation by using ETL processing. And in the previous session we have covered lots of topics of the ETL processing, and we have done extraction, transformation and loading by manually. We have done these things, but in this session we will perform some of the automation as well, because ETL is just doing the things automatically. We don't have to do the things extraction, transformation and loading manually, okay, because we are just learning this ETL from the basic level, from the beginner level. That's why in the ETL day 1 we have covered extraction, transformation, loading, and we have used the merge command, and we have done all the things manually. And now this is an ETL day 2, so we will just move one step ahead for the automation. Okay, we will perform some of the automation in this ETL day 2. Okay, so let's summarize quickly what we have done so far. Okay, we have done the extraction, transformation and loading. We have scheduled one stream on that table, and that stream will just capture that whatever changes is being done on that table, that changes will be just captured by the stream, and that will just record one snapshot of that changes, whether that inserts, updates or the deletes. Okay, so that's all we have done, and the link of the previous session is given in the description box. If you haven't watched that my previous session, so you can watch from there. Okay, so this is the task which I have given to you. Okay, doing insertion, updation and deletion in one go, consuming all of the data, insert, update, delete, okay, into the target table you have to do. This is your home task which I have given in the previous session. So if you face any type of doubt in this home task, then you can just comment, and I will just make a separate video on this ETL day 1 home task, then you can better understand this thing. Okay, so without wasting any time, let's get started the video on the ETL day 2. Okay, so here what we will do, here we will perform some of the automation. Okay, as earlier we are doing the extraction, okay, extraction manually by using the SQL commands. Here let me show you that thing as well. Okay, so here what we are doing, we are just creating a table and we are just inserting the records by using just a insert query. Okay, we have performed this insert into SQL query for inserting the data into the table. We are just doing this thing manually, but in this ETL day 2, as we have a basic idea about this ETL, that what is ETL and how ETL processing works in Snowflake, so we will just move one step ahead, and now we will not load the data into the table manually. We will just use the automation. Here in the automation, what we will use, as Snowflake is offering us a very important feature and very beautiful feature, that is Snowpipe. We will just use the Snowpipe for automatic data loading into the Snowflake tables from the cloud locations. Okay, we have covered the Snowpipe full concept. Okay, if you are just following my video series, video Snowflake course, then you must be knowing about this Snowpipe, because I have created a detailed video on this Snowpipe, that how to load the data by automation by using the Snowpipe. Auto in this is equals to true we will use here. Okay, so if you haven't watched my Snowpipe session, then the link for that Snowpipe video will be given in the description box. You can watch that session for better understanding of this Snowpipe. Okay, we will just use Snowpipe for automation. Thus our second step, that is the transformation, will be just a manually. Here we will manually insert, update or delete some data. Okay, and the loading will also be automatically. Okay, we will just create a task, and that we will just schedule that task for by using the cron method, or by scheduling that by giving just a simple time in an hours, and we will just schedule that task. That task will load the data into the tables. Okay, so that's a quick introduction about this ETL day 2, that what we are going to do in this video, because you must be knowing about the concept, that what we are going to follow here. Okay, instead of just doing the practical and just running the queries again and again, and then you will not understand this thing. Okay, because the concept will be more clear, so that you can understand that what we are going to do in this video, and what is the flow chart which we are going to follow here, because there should be a one image should be created in your mind, that what we are going to do here. Okay, that's a very important thing. Okay, and if you don't know about the Snowflake task, then task video I have also created. You can watch from the description box. The link will be given there. Okay, so let's get started, and let's first of all what we will do, we will just perform these 3 steps. First is extraction, transformation and loading. In the extraction, as I have told you, we will just use the Snowpipe for automation, for automatically data loading into the tables from the cloud locations. Okay, I have told you that you have to create your AWS S3 account. Okay, so you must be having AWS S3 account. I am assuming that thing. Okay, if you don't have AWS account, then you can just create your free trial AWS account. And if you don't know how to create, then link will be given in the description box. Okay, I have a video for all of the things. If you face any type of doubt, then you can just ask me on the Instagram, or you can just join my WhatsApp group as well for connecting me. You can connect me over WhatsApp as well or Instagram. Okay, so let's get started. And this is my Snowflake, and this is my AWS S3. And let me show you the buckets which I am having just ETL bucket 001 and Sky bucket. So we will just use this ETL.bucket 001, and you can see here we are not having any of the objects, so we will just upload one file here, and that file data will be automatically loaded into the Snowflake tables. That's the scenario which we are going to follow. Okay, so first of all, let me show you the file which I am going to use here. I am just going to use the same file which I have used earlier in the previous session. Okay, earlier we are just copying these columns, and we are just inserting the data by using the SQL queries, by using the insert into command. Here we are doing the automation, so we will just upload this CSV file into our cloud location, that is AWS S3 bucket. Then this file data will automatically loaded into the Snowflake tables. Okay, that's the scenario which we are going to follow. Okay, we are going to use the same file, customer day2 underscore day2. Okay, this is the name. Okay, this is a CSV file. You can see here comma separated values. I have opened this in the notepad so that we can better understand the data as well. Okay, so first of all, this is a basic some of the SQL queries, some of the queries which I have written here. These are the simple queries. Okay, this is a query for storage integration object. We have discussed all those things in the previous session, in the Snowpipe session, in the configuration of Snowflake with the AWS S3. Okay, so if you haven't watched those sessions, then it's very important to watch those sessions to understand better about this storage integration, Snowpipe task, and all those things. Okay, because we are just practicing hands-on here. Okay, so we cannot describe the whole thing from the basic level. Okay, we cannot describe the Snowpipe task, storage integration, and file format, all those things from the basic level, because I have already created the video on that. You can watch from there. Okay, so first of all, let me create the storage integration, and then we will move ahead. Okay, so storage integration is now successfully created, and the storage around location is S3 bucket. We will use this ETL bucket 001. I have told you already that we will just use this ETL.bucket 001. Okay, we will use this bucket, and storage integration is now created, and now we will just create a file format. Okay, so this is a simple file format, and these are the properties. We will use the CSV. So we have type CSV, field delimiter will be comma. We will just skip the header because here there is a column names. Okay, so first row is a column name, so it will just skip the header. And a field optionally enclosed by null, empty field as null is true, error on column count mismatch will be false. Okay, because if we will face any type of error, then that means column count error, then that will be just data will be loaded into the table without any error. Okay, so that's why we are using this property of the file format. Okay, so let me create a file format first. Okay, so file format is now successfully created. Now we will create a stage. We will just create an external stage. Okay, we have discussed all those things, external stage as well as internal stage. Okay, create or replace stage, and this is basic syntax, and this is the URL of the bucket. We will use ETL bucket 001, this bucket, so that's why we are just giving the URL, and storage integration name is this one, Sky AWS INTT. Okay, so let's copy the full name of our storage integration, so that we can just give here. Okay, in the stage property. Okay, and the file format name is AWSFF. Okay, so let's create a stage. Okay, so stage area is successfully created now, and if you will list the stage, then you will see that there will be no data because I don't have uploaded any of the file. Okay, you can see query produced no results because I have not uploaded any of the data file here in our storage ETL bucket 001 bucket location. Okay, we have not uploaded, that's why it is showing query produced no results. Okay, so now what we will do, we will first of all create a one table. Okay, create or replace table, and this is the basic metadata of that table, customer, and we are having those columns, account number is a primary key, and the second column is extract date, then address, then phone, then email, and we have name as well. Okay, these are the same metadata columns here as well, account number, extract date, according to the data file which I am having. Okay, so let's create the table first. Okay, so table customer is now created, and now what we will do, we will just create a stream on this table. Okay, because if we will not create the stream on this table, then how we will know that what data is being loaded in the table, and what data is being updated and what data is being deleted. Okay, we have discussed about the stream in the previous session, that stream will just capture whatever changes is being done on the table. Suppose that you can just suppose this stream as a camera. Okay, suppose that you have created one table and you are just creating a stream on that table. Okay, so you are just putting a camera on that table, so whatever data is being taken from that table, whatever data is being newly inserted in that table, and whatever data is being updated in that table, that all the things will be just captured by the camera. That camera name is stream. Okay, you can just take an example like this way, you can just understand about the stream. Okay, so we will just create a one stream on this customer table, and that stream will just can capture all of the insertion, updation, and deletion done on that table. Okay, if you want to know in brief about this stream and types of stream, append only stream, insert only stream, delta stream, standard stream, then you can watch the session. The link will be given in the description box. Okay, I have created a video, separate video, and we have done the practical as well for all the sessions, for all of the topics of the Snowflake. Okay, you can watch from the description box. Okay, so this is my stream name is custom stream. Let's give name as customer stream, customer str. And we are just creating this table on where we are just creating this table. We are having this table. Let's check in the database etl.sky is this one, and let's check the table. We are having this customer table. Okay, so let's give here etl.sky.customer. Okay, etl is our database name, sky is our schema name, and customer is the table. Okay, so we are just creating this stream on this customer table. Okay, so let's create the stream first. Okay, and by default, if you will not give any of the keyword before this stream keyword, then by default delta stream means standard stream will be created, and that standard stream means it will just consume inserted, updated, or deleted records. Okay, so if you will do the show stream, so you can see we have created this customer underscore str. Okay, this is the time, and you can see this table, this stream is created on this table etl.sky.customer, etl.sky.customer, right? So these are base tables, and you can see the type is delta stream. Okay, so our stream is now ready, and now let's okay, so now let's check the data in the stream. Okay, obviously we will not be having any of the data because we have not done anything on the table. Okay, so table is ready and all the things is ready, and let's verify first the data in the table as well. Okay, right, so that all the things will be clear. Okay, select escape from customer, and let's check the data. Okay, so we are not having any of the data in this customer table. You can see number of rows 0, size 0. Okay, so now what we will do, we will just do some of the insertion, updation, or deletion on that table, so that our stream can track those changes. Okay, as this scenario we are following in the earlier session as well. Earlier session we are just creating the table, we are inserting the data manually, but here we will just use the Snowpipe for automatic data loading. Okay, so now it's time to perform the extraction. Okay, we have just done this thing, our framing is done. Okay, we have just designed the structure, we have created the file format, we have created the stage, we have created the table, we have created the stream. Now it's time to perform our first step, that is extraction. Okay, we will perform the extraction. Okay, so this is a simple syntax for the pipe creation I have already created, because if we will write all of the queries in the video only, then the video will be more lengthy and more longer. Okay, so it is not a good practice. Okay, so for creating a pipe, this is a simple syntax, create or replace pipe, and this is a pipe name, and we are just giving auto ingest is equals to true, because whenever any new file will just go to the bucket location, means your AWS cloud location, then that file data will automatically being loaded to the table. Our table name is customer. Let's change the name here. Okay, because we have performed this thing earlier. Okay, etl.sky, our schema name is sky, and our table name is customer table. Okay, so we will just load data here. Okay, from where I am going to load our stage name. Okay, our stage name is stage underscore AWS, right? Okay, this is a copy command, right? Okay, you can just try with this thing as well, copy into etl dot this thing from @stage AWS, so that your things will be more clear. If you will having any of the doubt in that configuration of Snowflake, with the AWS S3, then that doubt will also be clear. Okay, you can just run this thing as well for just verifying that your Snowflake and your bucket configuration is done successfully. Okay, so this is a syntax which we will follow. Create or replace pipe. We will just create a pipe on the auto ingestible b2 as copy into which table etl.sky.customer. ETL is database name, sky is schema, and this table. Okay, you can see number of rows is 0. Okay, and from where I am going to load the data from this stage location, that is stage AWS stage underscore AWS. Okay, we have created this stage. Okay, you can see here. Okay, so let's list the stage and let's check what we are having there. We are not having anything in that our stage location because we have not uploaded anything there. Okay, so what we will do, we will create the table. Okay, create the pipe, sorry. Okay, so let's wait as Snowflake is executing, and you can see pipe is now successfully created. You can check the pipe status by using these commands. Check the pipe status, select system $pipe status and your pipe name. Okay, so this is our pipe status command. You can just check the pipe status from here. Okay, so let's check the pipe status first. Okay, you can check from here. Okay, you can see execution state is running, pending file count is 0, and this is your notification channel. Okay, and you can just here last pulled from channel time is 8:16. Okay, so you can just mention this time somewhere for your understanding that your Snowpipe is just verifying these things. Okay, and Snowpipe is successfully loading the data. Okay, so we have done this thing while just doing the troubleshooting of the Snowpipe. Okay, because sometimes Snowpipe will not load data, it will show you some of the error. Then how can you understand that what are the files are being loaded in that table? So for that you can just check the load history of the table. Okay, we will tell you that how to troubleshoot the Snowpipe and how to check the load history of the table. Okay, so we have checked the pipe status. Okay, and let's check the data in the table that we have got any data or not. Okay, obviously we will not get any of the data because we have not uploaded any of the file, okay, to that location. Okay, this is our ETL bucket 001. Okay, so now what we will do, we will first of all set up the event notification as well. Okay, because we have created the pipe, and now how this pipe will understand that our bucket is having data. This ETL bucket 001 is having data, and now you have to load that data into our this customer table. Then how pipe will understand? Okay, so for that what we will do, we will just create a one event notification. It is just like a notification channel we are just setting. Means as in the phone as well, you are having notifications tab. You whenever someone is just texting you, you are getting the notification of that, and by seeing that notification you are understanding that someone is trying to contact you. Okay, so in the similar way, how pipe will understand that there is a one data file in the our bucket location, and we have to load that data file into the table. So for that we will just create a event notification. Okay, so let's see that how can we create the event notification. Okay, so for that what you have to do, you have to just move to the properties of your bucket location, and you have to just scroll down, and you will see one option for create event notification. Okay, you can see this is event notification. I have already created one event notification. So if you want to create a new, so you have to just click here on this create event notification, and you can give any name. Let me give ETL event 001. Okay, and for object creation we will just check all of these things. Okay, whether put, post, copy, all those things. Whether new is inserted, then that will be just loaded to the Snowflake tables. Put, post, copy, okay, all the things. Okay, this will trigger the notification. Okay, and you have to just scroll down, and here you have to just choose the SNS topic, or you can just choose the SQ. Okay, we are having two options. Okay, so let's write here first. Okay, so that you can better understand these things. Okay, so for that for setting up the notification, okay, so let's write here for setting up notification. We have two options. Okay, we have two options. Okay, either we can use SNS topic, or we can use the SQ. Okay, SQ. We can use any of these things. Okay, we have created a video, we have created a brief video on this SNS topic, how to set up the SNS topic and how to create means SNS topic and configure your Snowpipe by using the AWS S3. Okay, we have done this thing. Okay, so the link will be given in the description for all of the videos. Okay, you can watch from there if you face any type of difficulties. Okay, otherwise you can just join my WhatsApp group so that you can connect with me and you can ask me if you face any type of doubt. Okay, so here we will just use this SQ. Okay, because SNS topic is some bit complex. So in the SNS topic we have to create a one topic and we have to set up the notification channel and all those things. While using the SNS topic you have to give the AWS ARN here as well in the Snowpipe as well. Okay, so that's we will not use here, but you have to know about this SNS topic and all those things, that how we can set up the notification by using the SNS topic and SQ. Your knowledge is very important. Okay, so you must have knowledge about SNS topic and SQ as well. Okay, so here we will just use the SQ only. Okay, so for SQ what you have to do, you have to just describe your pipe and you have to copy the ARN. Okay, so describe pipe. Okay, describe pipe, and my pipe name is this one, right? This pipe. Okay, so let's describe and let's copy the notification channel. Okay, so this is my notification channel and you have to just copy the notification channel from here, and you can see this is the definition. Our task of this pipe is to copy the data into this customer table from this stage location. Okay, so let's paste here as well so that we can understand. This is our ARN. Okay, so what you have to do, you have to just describe the pipe and you have to copy the ARN of your Snowpipe and you have to just paste that ARN here. Okay, here we are just using our destination as SQ. If you are using SNS topic, then you have to choose the SNS topic. Here we are just using the SQ, so I will just choose this SQ option, and here we will just enter the SQ ARN. Okay, so we will just paste here and we can do the save changes. Okay, if you want to create your event notification by SNS topic, then you can watch my video. I have created a video on this SNS topic, that how to configure and create the SNS topic. Okay, so what it is telling, configuration is ambiguously defined, cannot be overlapping, sufficient two rules if prefix are overlapping for the same. And okay, we got this earlier. I am having the same name I am having the event notification with the same name. Okay, so let's give some different name. Let's give here a customer event. Okay, okay, so guys, you can see our event notification is successfully created. Okay, customer underscore event. Okay, you can just check here as well in the event notification. Okay, you can see customer event is successfully created. Okay, I have deleted the earlier one, that was sky event. Okay, because there are some prefix issue we are getting as an API response. Okay, so that's why we have deleted that one and we have created this thing. Customer event is now successfully created. Now we have set up now we have done the setup of this event notification, and now whenever I will upload any of the data file in this our bucket location, then that data file will just be loaded into our table. Okay, so now we have done the setup, and now what we will do, we will just check the pipe status first, then we will upload one file, right? So you can see execution state is running, and you can just recognize this time last pulled message is 8:25. Okay, 8:25, right? So let's upload one file to the storage location. Okay, so let's click on the add files and let's upload one file to our bucket location. Then let's see that whether that data is being uploaded into the table automatically or not. Okay, so our file is in the downloads folder, and in the downloads folder we are having the file as customer_2, right? So customer_2, yeah, this one. Okay, so let's click on the open, and you can see we are having this file customer_day2, and let's click on upload, and we will see that whether we are getting this file data in our table or not. Okay, if you will face any error, then we will just try to solve that error, because errors are very important. If you will not get error, then how you will understand that thing. Okay, you can see we got this customer underscore day underscore 2.csv in our bucket location, and now this data will be uploaded to the our tables, right? So let's check the data. Before checking the data, let's check the status of the pipe. Okay, you have to check the pipe status again and again. Okay, you can see last ingested state, and you can see pending file count is 0, and you can see we got here a file path as well, which file is being loaded. Okay, you can see customer underscore day 2 is being loaded into the our table. Okay, you can see here. Okay, and last pulled message is also 827, and earlier it was 824 or 23, I think. Okay, so our data is being loaded in the table. Okay, so let's check the data in the table. Okay, so let's check that thing. Okay, you can see we got here 13 rows. Okay, here we are having 13. Okay, you can see this thing. Okay, 1001 2 3 4 5 6, right? Okay, so we got 13 rows data here in our table automatically. What we have done, guys, here we have not done anything manually. Okay, we have just scheduled the Snowpipe, and we have done the setup of the notification channel, and whenever I will upload any of the data file in our bucket location, then that data will be just loaded into our Snowflake tables automatically. Okay, so now we are having data in our table. Okay, we have done the insertion. Okay, so let's check the data in our stream, that whether our stream has captured this Snowpipe data loading or not. Select asterisk from customer underscore stream. Okay, so let's check the data in the stream, that whether our stream has loaded. Okay, what it is in customer stream is not. Okay, let's check the stream name. Okay, so our stream name is this thing, customer underscore str. Okay, so let's check the data, that what stream has captured. Okay, you can see stream has captured all of the 13 rows here. You can see. Okay, you can see metadata is action is insert in the all data, metadata is update is false, and this is row id. Okay, metadata is action is insert because all of the data is being loaded from the Snowflake from the AWS S3 to the Snowflake tables automatically by using the Snowpipe, and our stream has just captured that thing. Okay, so this is the automation we have done here. Okay, so and after that, what we will do, we will just upload one more file to our storage location, means our bucket location, and we will see that data file is being loaded into the table or not, and that data is being captured by the stream or not. Okay, so let's try this thing and let's verify. And you can see here we are having only 13 rows. Okay, you can see here. Okay, you can see here we are having 13 rows. Okay, and our stream has also captured the 13 rows on data only, because we have loaded 13 rows only. Okay, you can see we are having 13 rows here. Okay, so let's upload one more file to our bucket location, and let's verify that our Snowpipe is working fine or not. Okay, so for that, what we will do, we will just use the same file as well. We will just change the name. Okay, so let's copy the same file and let's paste in some other folder here, and let's change the name. Okay, let's change the name to customer underscore copy. Okay, customer underscore copy. Okay, so we are having this file, and this is having the same data. Okay, so let's upload the same data file with the different name to the same bucket location, and we will see that data is being loaded to the table or not. Okay, so we will just see that. Okay, so my internet got disconnected somehow. Okay, no worries, it got connected automatically. So we are having this customer underscore copy file. Okay, so we will just upload this data file to our bucket location, and we will see what we are getting. Okay, so this file is having the same data, means it is having the same data, but we have just changed the name. We have renamed this file. Okay, to verify that whether this data is being loaded or not. Okay, so this is having our earlier file customer day 2, it is having 13 rows. This data is being loaded to our table. Okay, and now we have uploaded this customer underscore copy, it is also having 13 rows in this, and this is having same data, and let's see that whether this data is being loaded to our table or not. Okay, so for that, what you have to do, you have to first of all check the status. Okay, so make this as a habit. First of all, you have to check the pipe status, because somehow it is just showing some errors, like okay, you can see pending file count is 1 here. Okay, so you can see ETL bucket is customer copy underscore CSV. Okay, so let's check the data in the table. Okay, so let's give the stream name here, and let's check the data in the table, that how many rows are loaded and how rows are not. Okay, so you can see 13 into 13 is 26. Okay, so you can see we got 26 rows here. Okay, you can see here. Okay, let's refresh, then you will able to see here. Okay, in the left schema. Okay, so okay, let's refresh again. Why it is not being refreshed? After refresh you will able to see those things. Okay, ETL, and we are having this ETL sky, and we are having this customer table. Okay, here it is showing 13 rows only, here it is not being updated. Okay, so let's check the data in the table. Select asterisk from customer. You can see I am executing that query, and we are getting here 26 rows. Okay, you can see here 13 rows, these are from earlier file 1001013. Okay, and again it has loaded the second file, that is 1001 1002, and you can see 1003 we got John. Okay, here 1003 is John. Okay, and let's check the data in the stream, that whether our stream has captured this thing or not. Okay, so let's check in the stream, and in the stream as well we got 26 rows, and you can see the data. Okay, and all the metadata is action is inside, because our two data file is being loaded into our table. Okay, so you can see our Snowpipe is working fine. Okay, you can check the status here as well. Okay, you can see pending file count is 0 now. Okay, because we have just uploaded that file and we have immediately checked the pipe status, that's why it was showing pending file count 0. Okay, you can see last forwarded file path is customer underscore copy was loaded to our table. Okay, so in the same way you can check the pipe status. Okay, so let me tell you one most important thing, how you will understand that what data files is being loaded to that table. So for that you must be knowing about that, how can you check that thing, that what are the data files which is being loaded to that table from any of the cloud location. Okay, so for that we will write one query for getting that, and we will use this information schema. Okay, here in the information schema we are having views, and you can see we are having all of the load history and all those things here. Okay, so we will use this schema as well for just checking the data. Okay, so let's write the query checking the copy history. So how to check that thing? So for that you have to write the query select asterisk from table, and we will just use the information schema, right? Information underscore schema and dot copy underscore history. Okay, copy history. Okay, copy history, and then we will just give the table name. Okay, so let's write here in the syntax, and let's remove this bracket, and from which table I want the load history. So I want the load history of this table, right? Customer table. So our database name is etl.sky.customer, right? So let's write the correct spelling, etl.sky.customer, right? etl.sky.customer, and we have to give this thing in the single quotation, and after that we have to give the comma, and the start time we have to give that from which time you want the load history. So I want the load history for suppose that I want the load history for 24 hour or any time, so you can just give okay date add, and you have to just give those things in the this format. Okay, hour comma, and suppose that I want the load history for 2 hours. Okay, so you can give time like this. Okay, and let's use the current time stamp. Okay, current time stamp. Okay, current time stamp, right? Current time stamp. Okay, so this is current time stamp, and we have to close 2 more brackets, right? So let's remove these things, and we have to just insert 1 more bracket. Okay, so by this way you can just check the load history of the table, then you will understand that what are the data files which is being loaded to that table. Okay, so let's run this. If we will face error, then we will try to solve that. Okay, Okay, you can see we got this thing. Okay, so you can see file name customer underscore day 2 and customer underscore copy, which is a copy of this file. We have just renamed that thing for verification that our Snowpipe is working fine. Okay, so you can see last load time here, row count 13 rows, rows count, and we are having 13 rows and rows past 13. And you can see this is a file size, there are no errors, and you can see all of the things. Okay, you can see the status is loaded and error limit is 1, and you can see the schema, table name, all the things you can see, pipe received time, all of the things you can check here. Okay, so by this way you can just check your pipe load history so that you can understand that which file data is being loaded to that table. Okay, so that you can understand that thing, because here we are just dealing with the small data. Suppose that this is your bucket and every single minute there is a one file is being uploaded to that bucket, then that bucket file will be just loaded to the Snowflake tables. Okay, suppose that you are just coming after 2 days, that you are just you want to see that how many data files is being loaded to that table, then you can just use this thing, checking the copy history of the Snowpipe. So you can just check that thing by this way, so that you can understand that which file data is being loaded. Okay, by this way, unexpected one white string. Okay, so let's select this thing because it is just taking all those things. Okay, so in this way you can just check the load history of the table. Okay, so you can see how which file data is being loaded to that table. Okay, customer underscore 2 and customer underscore copy. Okay, so by this way you can check the copy history. Okay, so this is the thing which we have done till now. Okay, we have performed our first step, that is extraction, and we have done the transformation, we have manipulated some data, we have done inserts. Okay, and in the similar way you can just try with updates or deletes as well. And for the data loading, what we will use for the data loading, we will schedule the task, and that task will just load that data in our Snowflake tables. Okay, into our target table. Okay, so let's copy these commands. These are the commands, these are the queries for checking the data in the stream and the table. This is the data in the table, so let's check the data in the table, then we will just perform our third step of loading. Okay, you can see we are having 26 rows and our stream is still having our this data, right? Yeah, this data we are having in our stream, 26 rows. Okay, so what we have to do, we have to just consume this inserted, means we have to just consume this data from the stream and we have to store that data into our target table or the consumed table. Okay, as we are doing in the ETL day 1. Okay, so for that let's create a one target table. Okay, so let's give name here tg underscore customer, and let's create a table first. Okay, target table, so that we can just load that stream consume the data into the target table. Okay, so this is our target table, and we will just load that consumed data which is being captured by the stream. We will just load that data into this target table. Okay, that's the scenario which we usually follow. Okay, so earlier what we are doing in the ETL day 1, let me show you that worksheet. So here what we are doing, we are just consuming the data. You can see consuming updated records, consuming deleted records. Okay, so we are just doing all these things manually. Okay, but here what we will do, here we will just consume all those things manually. Okay, you can see we have created this target table and we have just done some of the inserted, and you can see consuming inserted records. We are just consuming the inserted records by this way, by using the SQL queries. We are just not scheduling any of the tasks, we are just doing these things manually. Okay, as in the we are in the ETL day 2, and I have already told you that we will perform some of the automation in this way. So we have done one automation, that is Snowpipe. We have not loaded the data into the table manually, we have scheduled the Snowpipe for that. And now we have done our first step, that is extraction. For extraction we have used Snowpipe. For transformation we have whenever Snowpipe has loaded the data and we got that inserts as a transformation, and now we will just do our third step, that is loading. Okay, we will use the task for loading the data automatically into our target table. Okay, so let's write the query for the target table as well, so that we don't have to write all those query again and again. Okay, so target table name is tg underscore customer, and let's check the data in the customer target table. Okay, so this is our target table, and you can see query produced no result, so we are not having any of the data in our target table. Okay, so our main goal is to consume the data which is being captured by the stream, and we have to store that data into the target table. Okay, so how to do that? As earlier what we are doing, let's copy from here in the ETL day 1 instead of writing. So we are just consuming the data by writing this simple query. Okay, so we will just use the simple query here as well. Okay, but we will perform this thing by task, by automatic. Okay, so consuming inserted records captured by stream to the target table. Okay, and what we will use? By using tasks. Okay, and scheduling it. Okay, we will just create a one task and we will just schedule that thing. Okay, so, and guys, don't worry, later on we will perform this thing automatically. In the end of this session we will just upload one more file here, and that file data will automatically be loaded into the Snowflake table, and after that that data will also be get loaded by the task to the target table. Okay, so we will perform that automation in the end so that we can understand that thing better. Okay, and now what we are doing in this time, we are just designing our the thing, that what are the scenarios which is being followed. Okay, so we have just created the stream, and we are going to create a task. Okay, so for creating a task we will just use this thing, insert into tg underscore customer, and the column are same. Okay, account number, extract date, name, address, phone from customer underscore stream. Okay, so our stream name this time is customer underscore str. Okay, customer underscore str this time. Okay, you can see this is the update query and insert query. We have done this thing earlier as well, right? Earlier what we are doing, we are just running this query. This is a basic SQL command, and our all of the data which is being captured by the stream will be just loaded to our target table. Earlier what we are doing this thing. Okay, and if you will run this query, then it will just take all of the data from your stream and it will load that data into your target table, that is tg underscore customer. But I don't want to do this thing manually. I want to just do this automatically, means without any human intervention. Okay, so how to do that? So for that there is a one beautiful concept of the Snowflake, that is a task, scheduling a task. Okay, we have a video on the task, can watch from there for better understanding of the task concept. Okay, so we will just schedule a task. Okay, so how can you schedule the task, and how can you just load the data into your target table automatically, which is being captured by the stream? Okay, so for that you have to create a task. Okay, so let's write here creating a task. Okay, creating a task for automation. Okay, so how can you create a task? So we will use here one syntax, right? Create or replace task, and we will just use one scenario, that when stream has the data. Okay, because we have to just follow one condition here as well in the where clause. Okay, that when stream has the data, then that data will be just taken by the task, and that data will be just loaded into the target table. Okay, so for that let's create a task. Okay, so the syntax will be same. If you don't know about the task, then you can watch my task session for better understanding of the task concept. Okay, so let's give the name as customer underscore task, and for this you have to give the warehouse as well. So my warehouse is this is, you can see, compute underscore wh. So my warehouse name is compute underscore wh. This is my warehouse name, and we have to just schedule this thing. Okay, so we will just schedule this for 1 minute. Okay, because we are not having more time. Okay, this task will run automatically after every one minute. Okay, you in the task you have to just give the time in the minutes. You cannot give the time in hour, you cannot give the time in my seconds, you cannot give the time in fraction or decimal. Okay, we have discussed this thing in the task. Okay, so suppose that you want to schedule this task for every 2 hours, so you cannot give you cannot give the time here as 2 hour. Okay, you have to give the time in minutes only. You have to give the time as 120 minutes, like that. Okay, so we have done this thing in our task video. You can watch that task video. Okay, for better understanding of this thing. Okay, so this is our scheduling time. Okay, so now we will just use this condition, that when this task should run. Okay, so this task should run when our stream has data. Okay, so we have to just write when stream, and we will just use the $time or dollar symbol when system stream underscore has data. When our stream is having data, then that data will be loaded into our Snowflake tables. Okay, so our stream name is custom underscore str. Okay, our stream name is this one. Okay, so let's write database name dot schema name as well. Okay, so you have to make an habit of this thing. Okay, that database name dot schema name. Okay, because here if you will not write database name dot schema name, then it may show you the error. Okay, so it's better to write those things. Okay, it's better to make this as a habit to write database name dot schema name. Okay, so when stream has data, whenever our this stream customer underscore str is having that data, then this task will run every minute, and this task will do this work. Okay, this is the work of this task. Okay, you can just say this is the body of this task. Okay, by using the as keyword we will just give this task to this. Okay, so you can just give like this way as insert into tg underscore customer, and this will just load the data into our target table. Okay, either you can use in this way, or you can just use those metadata columns as well. Okay, as I have told you earlier, you can use the metadata columns. Okay, so this is the way that how can you schedule the task for just loading the data from the stream to the table. Okay, so our task is ready. Okay, so let's create the task. Okay, and let's see if we will face error, then we will try invalid property warehouse for task. Okay, okay, we have given the wrong spelling for the warehouse. Okay, so sorry for that, guys, that's a spelling mistake, sorry for that. Okay, you can see task customer underscore task is successfully created, and now whenever you will create your task, then by default that task will move to the suspended state. We have discussed that thing earlier as well in the task video. By default your task will be just move to the suspended state. You have to just resume your task. Okay, so let's resume the task. Okay, resuming the task. Okay, so let me show you that our task is in suspended state. Okay, so let me show you the task. Okay, you can see our task name is customer underscore task, this is id, and this is owner, and you can see the warehouse, and you can see the schedule is 1 minute, and you can see the state is suspended. Okay, I have told you that whenever you will create any of the task, then by default that task will move to the suspended state. Okay, and you can see this is a task of this task, means what this task will do the work. Okay, so it will just insert the data into the table. Okay, you can see this thing. Okay, so this is a condition here that whenever our stream, this customer underscore stream is having that data, then this task will run after every minute, and then that data will be loaded into our Snowflake table. Okay, so you can just see all of the things here, including condition, definition, state. Okay, you can see allow overlapping, we are not having any overlapping. Okay, you can see state is suspended. Okay, you can see all of the information here. Okay, you can see the definition, condition, and all those things. Okay, so by default our task is in suspended state, so we have to just resume our task. Okay, so for resuming what we have to do, we have to resume. Okay, so alter task, and our task name is customer underscore task, and we have to just resume it. Okay, so when you will resume this, then this task will run after every minute, and that task will do their work, and the work of this task is to insert the data from this customer underscore stream table. This customer underscore stream means stream, and it will load that data into the table, means this table, right? So this is a task. Okay, so first of all, before resuming the task, let me quickly verify all the things. Okay, so for verifying what we will do, let's check the data in the stream. So let's check the data. Okay, so you can see in the stream we are having 26 rows, and all of the metadata is action is insert here because we have done the insertion. Okay, you can see we are having 26 rows, and in our target table we are not having any of the data we are not having. Okay, so whenever I will just resume this task, then we will get all of the data being captured from this stream, and that data will be loaded into this target table. Okay, so let's resume the task first. You can see statement executed successfully, and you can check the state of the task as well. Okay, earlier it was suspended, and now you can see here schedule 1 minute, and you can see state is started. Okay, so we have to wait for 1 minute, and after 1 minute this task will run, And when stream has data, as our stream, this customer underscore str is already having the data, so this task will run after every minute, and this will load the data into our table, means this target table, and this will do this task. Okay, in the similar way, as here we are just consuming the okay, what we have written, creating a task for. Okay, so let's write the correct spelling. Okay, so sorry for the wrong spellings. Okay, that's a typing mistake. Okay, as in that this task, what we are doing in this task, we are just consuming the inserted record, whatever the data is being inserted. Okay, we are just consuming that data. In the similar way, you can just change this, the body of this task. You can just write here merge query, and you can just consume the updated records. You can write the deleted records. Okay, like that way you can write. Okay, so it's 1 minute gone, and let's check the data in the target table. Okay, that whether we got the data or not. Okay guys, you can see we got all of the 26 rows here in the target table. Okay, so you can see this is our target table, and you can see we got number of rows as 26 in the target table as well, and this is our main table. You can see customer, and you can see we are having 26 rows in our landing zone table, that is a main table. Okay, and in the target table also we are having 26 rows. Okay, and whenever we will check in the stream, so we will not be having any of the data in the stream. Okay, you can see query produced no results, because we have captured all of the data from our stream. Okay, that's a syntax, that's the concept of the stream, that whenever you will consume the data from the stream, then all of the data is being deleted from the stream, and that data will just go to the target table. Okay, because you are just consuming the data from the stream. Okay, so our task is working fine, as we are just getting the data being loaded into our target tables automatically from our stream. Okay, earlier we are just doing this thing manually, now we are just scheduling this task. Okay, you can see we are getting the data in our target table, right? And guys, if you face any type of doubt, then you can just ask me. Okay, don't hesitate that thing, because if you are getting a basic errors as well, then also you can just ask, because if you will not get then error right, then you will not able to understand the things clearly. Okay, because errors are very important while coding, right? As I am also getting some of the errors sometimes, right? So you have to just solve those errors for better understanding. Okay, so now we have done this thing. Okay, so in the similar way, what you can do is you can just do one thing, these deletes, and you can just consume the updated one. This is your home task. Okay, so let's try this thing once again, and let's check that our this automatic ETL automation data flow is working or not. Okay, so let's write some of the comments here. Okay, so ETL automation, ETL, let's use the continuous data loading. That's a good word here, continuous uh, data loading. Okay, continuous data loading we are doing here. Okay, so we are using the Snowpipe for data loading. Okay, and we are just scheduling the stream. Okay, we are just creating the stream for capturing the changes, right? And we are just scheduling the tasks for loading, for task for consuming, right? Task for consuming data from streams to target, or you can call the target or consuming layer tables, target tables. Okay, this whole work we are doing manually, right? We are just scheduling that, we are just uploading one file to the storage location, and that is being loaded to the table, and our stream is just capturing that, and our task is loading that. Okay, so let's try this complete flow of this continuous data loading in one go. Okay, and now we have created all of those things, our full design is ready. Okay, we have created this pipe, and our stream is also ready, and our task is also ready. Now our complete automation design is ready, and now let's upload one more file to our bucket location, and let's see, we will not do anything in manually here. Okay, we will just upload one file to our bucket location, and we will see that whether that file data is being loaded to our Snowflake tables, or and our stream is just capturing that data, and whether that data is being loaded to our target tables or not. Okay, so our full design of the continuous data loading is now ready. Okay, so now we will just perform all this continuous data loading once again. Okay, so now this time we will not do anything manually. Okay, so let's upload one more file to the bucket location and let's see what we are getting. Okay, so let's change the name of the same file. Let's give the name as customer continuous, right? Continuous. Okay, okay, we will upload this file. Okay, so let's upload and let's add file so that we can understand better about the continuous data loading. Okay, this is the file. I have just renamed this file. This is having the same data, means it is also having the 13 rows only. Okay, and guys, you will get all of this SQL scripts and all of the data files, CSV files which I am using in the video. You can get all of those things in our WhatsApp group. You can just join that WhatsApp group, or you can just download all these things from the GitHub link as well. Okay, otherwise you can just join our WhatsApp group. The link of that WhatsApp group will be given in the description box. You can just take these all of the SQL scripts, all of these worksheets which I am using, and you can just download from there, from WhatsApp group. Okay, so don't worry, I will just provide you all of the CSV files which I am using here, and all of these things, these comments and all those things I will just provide you so that you can understand these things. Okay, so let's close this, and you can see we got this customer underscore continuous. Okay, and now we have just uploaded this customer underscore continuous dot csv data file into our bucket location. Okay, and now we will not do anything, we will not do anything, and this data file will be loaded into our table, and our table is customer table. Okay, this data file will be loaded into this customer table, and that customer table, we have just scheduled the stream on this table, and that stream will just capture that this data is being loaded into this table, and we have put the condition to that task that whenever stream has data, this is the condition which I have given to the task. Okay, that whenever stream has data, then our that data is being taken from that stream, and this task will just run after every minute, and this task will load that data into the target table. Okay, so earlier what we are having in the main table means customer table, we are having 26 rows, 26 rows, and in our stream we are having 0 rows. Why we are having 0 rows? Because we have consumed the data from the stream by using this task, right? That's why it is having 0 rows, and in the target table we are having 26 rows. Okay, because we have just consumed the data from the stream and we have loaded that into the target table. Okay, and guys, what we have done now, we have just uploaded the customer underscore continuous data file into our bucket location, and we have not done anything, we have not performed any query, we have not run any query manually. Okay, now we will just verify our continuous data loading design, that our continuous data loading is working fine or not. Okay, so for that what we will do, we will just run this select commands. Okay, so this is a customer table. Okay, select a strip from customer, right? So let's check the data in the customer table. Earlier we are having 26 rows, now we have loaded 13 more rows. Okay, so let's check the data in the customer table, right? 26. Okay guys, you can see we got 39 rows. Okay, earlier we are having just 26 rows, right? 26 rows, 1001013, and again whenever I have uploaded this file customer underscore continuous file, then again this data is being loaded into our this table, means 1001 1002 like that way. Okay, you can see we got 39 rows here. Okay, so our continuous data load is working fine, and our Snowpipe has just triggered the notification to the Snowflake that AWS S3 location, as we have scheduled the event notification, right? So that's the triggered the notification that we have a one data file, and that Snowpipe has loaded that data file into the table. Okay, you can check here. Okay, in our here we got how much rows? 39 rows. Our this file data is also loaded, customer underscore continue. In every file we are having 13 rows, 13 1 ja 13, 13 2 ja 26, and 13 3 ja 39. Okay, so we got 39 rows, 13 from this, 13 from this, and 13 from here. Okay, you can see we got 39 rows here. Okay, let's check again. Okay, you can see we got 39 rows here, and here in the stream, let's check the data in the stream. Earlier we are having 0 rows. Okay, okay, you can see we have no any data, query produced no results. Why it is showing query produced no results? Because now 1 minute is gone. Okay, why 1 minute is gone, and we have scheduled this task that whenever our stream has data, then this task should run, and this task should just consume the data from the stream, and this task should store that data into the target table. Okay, so now it's 1 minute gone, and we have just run this customer underscore stream query after 1 minute. So that's why it is not having any of the data uh, earlier. In the meanwhile, if we will just check before 1 minute that in the data in the stream, then our stream should have data. Okay, because it's 1 minute gone. Okay, that's why all of the data is being captured from the stream, and that data is being loaded to the target table. Okay, let's verify this thing by checking the data in the target table. Okay, because earlier in the target table we are having 26 rows. Okay, and if data is being captured from the stream, consumed from the stream, then this target table must be having 39 rows. Okay, so let's verify this thing and let's check the data in the target table, right? So guys, you can see in the target table as well we are having 39 rows. Okay, why we are having 39 rows? Because our stream has just captured those more 13 rows which I have loaded of this customer underscore continuous, and this has captured that data 13 rows, and it has loaded that data file into this target table because we have just scheduled this task, right? So we got 39 rows here as well, right? 39 rows here is okay. You can see this thing. Okay, insert into tg customer select, we have scheduled this task. That's why this task is running, and this task is loading the data into the table. Okay, we are not doing anything manually, right? We have just performed these queries. Okay, and if you will check here, you can see this is a main table. We are having number of rows 39, and in the target table also we are having the same data, right? So this is for insertion. Okay, our continuous data loading is working fine without any error. Okay, without any single error. Okay, and you have to just practice this thing so that you can better understand this thing. And if you face any type of doubt while doing the continuous data loading, then you can just comment, and I will just surely try to help you out there. Okay, either you can just join the WhatsApp group as well, right? So we have just uploaded one file, this file, right? And we have not done anything. This data is being loaded to the table, and our stream has just captured that thing, and our stream data is just also consumed automatically by using this task to our target table. This task we have scheduled, right? This task. Okay, so that's all for today's session. As continuous data loading we have done here in this task, and you can just suspend this task. Okay, let me suspend this task. Okay, because it will just consume the resources unnecessarily, right? Because this is just a practice we are doing. In the real time projects you have to just resume the task. Okay, so in the similar way I have done this thing for insertion, and your home task is to try the same thing for the updation and the deletion as well, right? So give you home task. Okay, because if you will practice these things by your own, then your concepts will be more clear. Okay, instead of just doing the things same as me. Okay, you have to just take your some examples, you have to just take some of your ideas as well. You have to just take some of the sample files from the internet, and you have to just practice this continuous data loading by using those files, so that your concept will be more clear. Okay, so your home task is to uh, consuming updated updated deleted, okay, let's correct the spelling, updated deleted records from stream using task. Okay, this is your task. Okay, as here we are just consuming the inserted records. Okay, and your task is to consume the updated as well as deleted records from the stream using the task. Okay, so this is your task. Okay, so this is some of the queries which I have written. You have to just some delete some of the things from the table, and you have to just update some of the things in that table, and after that you have to just run this command. Okay, this is the command I have written here. Okay, this is your home task as well. I have given you in the ETL day 1, we have given you some home task, right? Okay, let me show you the home task which I have given. Okay, I have given some home task. Okay, I think I have just deleted this. Yeah, this is your home task. Okay, earlier which I have given. Okay, so today's home task is to just consume all of the is updated and deleted records single. You can just try. First of all, you have to you can just schedule the task for consuming the updated records, and after that you can just schedule the task for consuming the deleted records. In the similar way, you can just try these things: inserted, updated, deleted separately, and after that you can just schedule the task for all. Okay, in this way, like that. Okay, suppose that this is your merge command. Okay, so you can just schedule the task like this. Okay, create or replace task schedule when stream has data, I'll merge into this thing. Okay, so let me tell you something. Okay, let me give you a quick thing idea that how to do this thing. Okay, so let me give the name customer task 01 and merge into tg customer t using stream delete false, then delete, and this is for okay update. Okay, we have done the insertion, right? So let's do this thing. Let's create this task. Okay, task is created, and what are the things? Merge into tg customer. Yeah, the table name is same, right? So let's resume this task. Alter task, and task name is customer underscore task underscore 01, right? And let's resume this task. Okay, let's resume this task. Okay, so statement executed successfully, and now what we have to do is this is the merge command for delete. Metadata is action delete and metadata is action insert and row. It means this is the command for updation and deletion. Okay, so let's update and delete some record. Let's update some record. Update name, set name Praju, where account number is 1005, right? And as I'm having 1005, as I have loaded the data. Okay, you can see number of rows updated 3. Okay, so let's verify this thing, and let's check that whether our stream has consumed this thing or not. Okay, so this is our stream, and let's check the data in the stream. Okay, you can see Praju, and earlier it was having bread, and now it is having Praju. Okay, because we have loaded the same data 3 times, that's why it is just showing here 6 rows, right? You can see here insert and metadata is update is true. Okay, so first of all, what it is doing, this is suppose that earlier it is having this data bread. Okay, so bread is being deleted by Praju 3 times. Why it is deleted 3 times? Because we are having same data 3 times, because we have just uploaded 3 files, right? Yeah, this day 2 customer copy and customer continue, that's why it is in this thing. Okay, that's a different thing. We have to just focus on this thing, that whether our stream is capturing or not. Okay, so let's delete some of the data as well. You can see number of rows deleted, because we are having the data of 1001 3 times, because we have uploaded three same data files, right? Because and in the table also we are having same data. Okay, so 3 rows deleted, and let's check in the stream what our stream has captured. Earlier we are having 6 rows, and now we are having 9 rows, 3 more rows. Okay, so which record is being deleted? These records is being deleted. These of John records are being deleted from the table. Okay, you can see metadata is action is update. Okay, where metadata is update is false, that records are being deleted, right? You can see, and this record is also being deleted. Okay, that John. Okay, John records are being deleted. John and John. Okay, John records are being deleted from the table. Okay, these are the things are being done. Okay, and now our stream has captured this thing. Okay, so now our this task will run. Which task will run? This task will run. Schedule is 1 minute. Okay, so our this task will run after every minute, and our now this time our body is to this one. Okay, so our task work is this, means our task work is to update and delete. Okay, so our this task will run, and this will just do this work. Okay, let me show you the body. Okay, so task. Okay, and show you the condition as well. You can see this is earlier one, we have suspended that thing, and this is our second one for updation and deletion, for consuming the updated and deleted records from that table. Okay, this is the definition, and you can see the condition is same. Whenever stream has this data, and then this task will run and this will do this work. Okay, this is the work of this task. Okay, so by this way you can just try these things, and meet you soon in the next very interesting tutorial. Okay, and guys, if you face any type of doubt here in this thing, then you can just comment and I will try to help you out there. Okay, uh, actually my laptop battery is also low, so we will meet again in the ETL day 3. Okay, so that's we this is your home task. Okay, I have just shown you some quick scenarios that how can you just perform this thing. Okay, create or replace task, you can just create these things, and you can just consume this inserted, updated or deleted records from the table by this way. Or you can just write that thing as well. You can just write this command as well, for consuming all of the inserted, updated or deleted records from the table in this way, right? So this is your home task, and if you will face any doubt, then you can just ask me. Okay, so that's all for today's session. Meet you soon in the ETL day 3, and in the ETL day 3 we will perform some of the incremental data loading and the continuous data loading. We will just continue with this continuous data loading. Okay, so that's all for today's session. We have performed this continuous data loading by scheduling Snowpipe Streams Task. We have not done anything manually, and whenever we will upload any of the data file in this bucket location, then that data file will automatically being loaded into the Snowflake tables, and that will also be captured by the stream, and that stream data will also be consumed automatically by the task, and that will be loaded into the Snowflake tables. Okay, so that's all for today. I take care of yourself, guys, and our ETL pipeline is working fine. Okay, so that's all for today.